We do start this morning with that deadly plane crash in the Potomac River. The black boxes have been recovered from the passenger jet, and we're also learning more about some of the victims. Right now, more than a dozen bodies are still missing. Newsmax national correspondent Alana Austin is live for us this morning at Reagan National Airport. Good morning, Alana.
Hi, good morning, Charlotte. We are learning more stories about the victims. There were those figure skaters, athletes on there, moms, coaches, and also we're learning more about some of the pilots and crew members as well. Very young people who seem to have their entire lives ahead of them. This has certainly rattled the community as well as that grieving process just begins for those families affected. Now, crews are continuing to work tirelessly to recover all the bodies from the Potomac River. There is a bit of rain that started to come through this morning, likely making those conditions a bit more challenging. You can still see ice patches on the top of the water. Now, they have obviously been working for many, many hours, but they say their work will not be completed until all of the family members are reunited with the remains of those victims. Now, according to a new report, the day before the mid-air collision, another jet had to abort the first landing at Reagan National Airport, raising concerns about air safety here. Now, the NTSB is issuing their condolences to the family members and promises a full review will come. A preliminary report is due in 30 days. NTSB officials declined to delve into specifics, saying they understand there's a very high interest in understanding how something so horrific could have happened, but they are in the process of verifying high volumes of information. Some reports indicate the FAA found the air traffic control levels lacking on the night of the collision. Well, as investigations continue, President Donald Trump is pointing the finger at DEI policies, saying he will reverse every single one of those, especially involving the FAA.
But we'll restore faith in American air travel. I'll have more to say about that. I do want to point out that various articles that appeared prior to my entering office, and here's one. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities. That is amazing. And then it says FAA says people with severe disabilities are most underrepresented segment of the workforce, and they want them in, and they want them, they can be air traffic controllers. I don't think so.
But there were Democrats blasting Trump's reaction to the tragedy. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries criticizing the response, saying the nation is reeling from the deadliest plane crash in over 20 years. In addition to the horrific wildfire damage in Southern California, people are suffering in Altadena, the Pacific Palisades, Wichita, the Washington, D.C. area, and all across America. It's a time that requires leadership, compassion, and decency. Charlotte, there were so many people here who rely heavily on this airport. Some are saying they trust the system. They'll get right back to flying in and out of here. But many others are a bit weary, a bit uncomfortable, looking for that reassurance. I can't tell you how many text messages I received from friends and contacts of mine saying they are a bit worried. They may have family members who have to come in and out of here multiple times a week, perhaps. So they are hoping to get answers very soon. Charlotte?
Yeah, and until we know these answers, I'm with you. You know, I think many of us are fearful to use Reagan National and to fly again. Alana Austin, thank you so much. Appreciate you this morning.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.